Ebusianfo, the Ghana Bar Association for Presidents, your friend I think let me check her name, right? Let me check her name. Your friend Gatti, right? I think that's her name. Efua Gatti. Or the Nkrata Abiaba Betuja. Nah, I'm going to let you know my opinion on Asema Wadi Ababe Tuja. Before that, I think say in some of the Ababe Tuja no, it is hypocritical. And you are going to understand why I'm saying hypocritical. When your first time was subscribing, now click the notification bell on so you know our latest news be about on Sabekan. This video is kindly sponsored by Corporate Logistica. A vehicle management company ewa Ghana ha. Na ejuma mo ye very simple. Say o car, cargo vehicle and here car. And now say cargo vehicle kesiye na Farmer Corporate Logistica. Na omo ebepe driver makano, omo abeye kani hu ejuma. Kabi ebeba kani ubia, omo abe take care. Now at the end of the day, what can you do? No, every month on mema waketia 2 times. Into you stress ne feel so. Na wetia oka. What you say? Until the fakane man keke 059 8022 on the Corporate Logistica for entry come out. Now, assembly ni nane say yen say there is legal vacation. Now legal vacation no. Supreme Court Chief Justice Atron Kratam certain judges be a womotina oral cases so say more monko vacation no mundi case na ni indi case nentem MPP for Godfred Dame a woye Hanan a lawyer ena Atta Akyea a woye Edubuahin lawyer eba betro letter ka say dabi so sa cases no eni kwan say yetwa so yenko vacation no embra because omo akra womo ebusuanfo say omo beye vacation na den now me ba be expose Godfred Dame ewa ha ema hu say under Getutokonu she did the same thing. Some of the cases be ani edi no a call vacation or ka said that be a person edi cases ninteminti no ma judges be enko vacation obi ankasa Ghana for obi ankasa e ban say nde MPP for there omo time there omo kasa Ghana Bar Association for penyi amfere wenye ni hu and waba betro letter no ne say or tro letter ma Chief Justice say Chief Justice in ya isa order na wo ma no na Chief Justice mpene na Godfred Dame mo no enko vacation na wo mo ko no na me pese me ready we a ye be kan asem atre ma me no and this is the same woman ye ni na yet your my way mu get to talk on ye no the same woman babe transem Ghana Bar Association no money the hypocrisy of Ghana Bar Association yen konsem ni mo or say observance of legal vacations. Or say we present to you the compliments of the Ghana Bar Association, especially since this communication is being brought just after the extensive celebrations of the 150th anniversary of the Supreme Court Ordinance of 1876. The anniversary was duly marked with the necessary pomp and pageantry, and we congratulate your good self and the entire judiciary for such a feat. No sooner had we started settling down in the legal vacation after participating fully in the anniversary celebrations, which were from April 16, 2026 to July 31st, 2026, were 2 petitions brought to our notice by Mrs. Zoe Akyea and Co., Dame and Partners, and Samokujato and Associates, registering their displeasure with notices served on them by virtue of warrants issued to specific judges to continue with part-head criminal cases during the legal vacation. Respectfully, as stipulated in the High Court Civil Procedure Rules 2004, CI 47, specifically Order 79, Rule 4, the High Court annually observes 3 vacations. And per Rule 4B, the second vacation in the legal year, which is the longest, is from August 1st to September 30th. The reason is not far-fetched, as in the wisdom of the framers of the rules of courts, lawyers, judges, and judicial staff require a deserved period of rest from the rigorous court schedule after the second term of the year, which is also the longest term in the legal year. This notwithstanding, the judiciary, with the consent of other stakeholders, have by convention over the years agreed to certain courts being designated as vacation courts to handle any emergencies arising during the vacation, usually interlocutory matters and never trials. In addition to the in-person court sittings, we now have virtual courts that operate during the vacation with the same scope, which courts also do not conduct trials. However, the overriding consideration in any matter brought before a vacation judge has always been the willingness, availability of counsel to appear before the court in any matter slated for conduct during the vacation. In other words, counsel are not under any compulsion whatsoever to appear before a vacation court. Once counsel in a matter indicates their unavailability to attend court during the vacation, even though the court may have listed their case, it cannot proceed with the case in any way. If counsel on either side or on both sides indicate their inability to proceed with the scheduled matter in court during the vacation, innocent parties in a trial, civil or criminal, ought not be coerced by a judge to represent themselves, as the absence of a lawyer is not considered willful during a legal vacation. No step whatsoever ought to be taken in the matter by the judge, apart from adjourning the case to the date proposed by counsel. It is in respect of this time-honored tradition that we write, as any attempt to do otherwise, with or without a warrant, was mark of bias or selective justice. Lawyers have had to bend over backwards to extend their office hours, especially when this very term saw the introduction of afternoon court sittings under the new scheme. Vacations per the rules of the court ought to be observed as such. Already, it has been brought to our attention that quite a number of lawyers have written submissions to produce during the legal vacation, while others are already scheduled to be in other jurisdictions, attending to other equally important matters and pre-scheduled conferences. Some law firms are even closed for the entire period of the legal vacation. Respectfully, my lord, the lawyers are personally responsible for their well-being, and they have to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Duly earned vacations must therefore not be tampered with. The Ghana Bar Association has always cooperated with the judiciary to ensure the smooth and speedy delivery of justice, and trust that on this vacation, the judiciary in like manner would abide by the rules of courts and the entrenched, sacred, treasured traditions relating to legal vacations. In light of the above, we are confident that the said petitions will be considered favorable. Yours faithfully, and Awatro Ediakwakoma, the Chief Justice. Now, the reason why I'm saying say we are hypocritical and say, you see, I've told you say adia bakwa me ewiasimu me mempe eya na ehye eye say kofia ye bone kofi de ne de ya yekum kwabna ekokoye the same thing na ye bo kwabna echi kwabna ye nipa bone ni ye kan bia makwabna ye ne ayet your mind we mu sa practice it has always happened. Ye legal vacation a sense cases be sensitive in here mind into no the Supreme Court judge the Chief Justice etumima order say cases where they still yenko so ani yendi munko so ana cases nenko so and that there e kan mo MPP for there ye duane akwa Ghana Bar Association echi and you see Ghana Bar Association letter na mo atro no say Atta Akyea legal vacation na ye kono Atta Akyea and wo mo ye we no omo person mo balance your life because mo aye adwuma wo mo abre this same person na ka say wa ye adwuma wa abre no na say ya wasanso akwa file e wo court appeal e wo court say chema untumi yenya ni mu ni endi ni case obi a wo ka se wabre no koje na home no chema untumi case ni de you are not calling for legal vacation, but edubu ahede no you are calling for legal. And I am always going to say it, once you see say lawyers play the delay tactics, it means that they know the outcome of the case. Because at the end of the day, say what say what client ND Bonia obe pri uhum po say yendi case ni ntem e kan won ko a say judge kan say yentina wo case ni so ntem a we ni beje, because onim say yetina case ni so ntem a eno na wo client wo benya ni tire didim meboa mo nkan dem say meboa mo nkan say mo nkan tre me say meboa. But Dabi, that is not what these people want to. And you see the Ghana Bar Association bringing themselves into this, trying to order. I want to bet Chief Justice no Emra. Emra no. Se one yen the sadia. Ebe man krofun who say judiciary no omoye bias. You this same Ghana Bar Association and then they more because say Chief Justice and yeah they will because judiciary biased. These same people. He sat here and I get to talk on you. Saw all the things she did. You couldn't even utter a word. Said the oye na better so biased. And then the mo beka say Chief Justice ni ya de we ya ebe man krofo hu said the oye no oye biased. Ye jamu ni na manyame. Position na mo occupy Ghana Bar Association na. I was say mo play fair role no. My mo adwen say time bia mo be bibia I say party colors na mo de ye. Ame de anyame wanwa say mami nikunu eneye Jogate MPP for Jogate washe MPP colors ejina stage pen. Ghana Bar Association, yes, Ghana Bar Association. Mamentremo picture. Mamentremo picture. Ghana Bar Association. Afedie your position any ebe yusu. Na mo nkrofo dibone ne epese ye we afa de ye dwane akọ eni enye oni enye Ghana Bar Association maami nini enye ni kunu ni is she not in MPP colors enye oni is she not on MPP platform enye oni enye ni kunu ni enye oni inti enda oba ba betro letter we ya o betro letter we ya ma Chief Justice o pese o tre me say maami no onye MPP ni. And it is one thing about the MPP. They will try to, they are not thinking, say, your momu ni pankwa dia yen sevi yen crofo. San crofo we omo dogana. We mu. Apito. Ghana ni bia wutie me no. Book we eye asset ba kwa e wo se wo keepi e wo fie. To book we ma wo ho. To ma oba. To ma obi biara osumbo ewo wabrabo mu wadamfo obi a opese odi ye wabrabo mu bia no to sa book we your friend the Ghanaian investor na sa book we bet show different forms of investment obetumi aye ewo Ghana ha licensed investments. The first one ade bia your friend emergency fund book we bet show send you set up emergency fund abrabo aye boy bibia betumi ato if you have an emergency fund ebeba na aba be save you car betumi asay wo kwan so obetumi ayare oba betumi ayare nini na emergency fund no ebe take control of all those situations. Book no besan so atre wade bia ye fe na endowment fund a obetumi dia protect wo ho any future na sa endowment fund no nyame mpengu okokonya accident na untumi nye adwuma bioma it will take care of you for the rest of your life. Book no besan so atre senya obe set up a personal pension fund. Nkrofo bebre eye adwuma wie ekọ retirement omukọ retirement we no mo ho aba betwe mo o set up a personal pension fund. That will not be your case. Most importantly, book we betray how to invest in the Ghana Stock Exchange. Now Ghana Stock Exchange investment basically it means you are buying ownership of Ghanaian companies. Now Ghana Stock Exchange it is one of the best performing markets in the whole world. A lot of people are making money from the Ghana Stock Exchange, but they don't know how to invest in it. Book we a better idea. Your investment be why your friend mutual fund. Book we better how to invest in a mutual fund. Now mutual fund you don't need to be rich to invest in a mutual fund. I remember an example. You find say wow fresh. na wape license mutual fund ewo Ghana ha se opese odi usika shim se utumi invest 500 cedis every single month ewo a Ghanaian mutual fund mo by the time I woba ne be di 19 years no na wadane millionaire yemfa ne se wo wo fa CB we di 10 opese da chi bi odi ye every month for 500 cedis ehye mutual fund mu ema no by the time I woba no and our fast no obedi 29 years no na oye millionaire wankasa wotie me we di 40 nanso wo hwa onye investment bia eno ane say obeye mutual fund every month for 500 cedis ehim by the time obedi 59 years no na wonya 1 million Ghana cedis into mutual fund no that is how it works small money every single month by the time embre ebeba no na sika no ayekese book we better sanya mani na sa ope book no ni PDF anase ni twi video a free anase WhatsApp number na ewo book ni so sisia na sa we Ghana ni na wa brochure na ope hard copy of the book a very simple call Amazon na search for the Ghanaian investor place order bibia obi a be ship e dia brel medase